In the aftermath of the Florida school massacre, the question many people are asking, how do we prevent teens from becoming violent? So joining me now is author and president of Growing Leaders, Tim Elmore, to discuss. Tim, good morning. Thanks for being here, an important conversation. First, let's point out, people did see something and did say something about Nicholas Cruz. There was a perfect storm of breakdowns when it comes to the case in Florida.
No doubt about it. Yeah, there were mental health issues, altercations. I think he had just had a fight with his former girlfriend's boyfriend. And so there were lots of signs. And then, of course, his mother's passed away. Lots of signs that should have tipped off the adults. Something's troubled here and we need to do something.
But maybe people didn't feel like they could go far enough because he was grieving his mother's death. I don't want to prosecute because he is just grieving his mother's death. So if you do see something, how do you make sure that it is far enough that you need to take action?
Well, I think we just need to be extra sensitive, first of all. I don't think we need to go all the way to the 1 yard line with our actions, but I think we need to be looking for trouble. Mental health issues are way up in both secondary schools and higher education. And then the counselors, we have about half of the school counselors we actually need on staff, according to the ASCA. So we're going to have to bring, I think, a better ratio of caring adults to kids, at least in the world we live in today.
And they can talk to those caring adults when they don't have it at home.
Yeah.
When it comes to mental health issues, which we've heard so much, we do want to point out the stigmatism behind it. Many of those that suffer from mental health issues are actually the victims of violence. They aren't the instigators. How do you know someone's capable of violence?
Gosh, that's very difficult to tell because sometimes you hear stories where they were the most quiet, shy person and suddenly they explode. I think we need to look for that ticking time bomb inside where we can see frustration building up, and sometimes only an adult that's close to them can sense that. You can't do it at a distance. So I think we need to be looking for those. I feel like I started teaching students in 1979, so I've seen a few generations come through. I think we need to be looking for mental health issues like we never have before.
And you say the Century Parent Plan, preparation plan, what's that?
Well, I think we need to prepare parents. I think being a parent today, you know this, is so different than it was even 20 years ago. And so kids don't need adults for information. They're taking in information that's unfiltered, and who knows what it's driving them to do. Cyberbullying is huge now.
Social media.
Yeah. In fact, if you track the rise in mental health issues, it directly parallels the rise in social media use. It's almost scary. So while I don't think social media is demonic, I just think we need to know something's going on.
We need to parent social media when it comes to our kids.
Absolutely.
I love that advice. Tim Elmore, president of Growing Leaders, thank you so much for the info.